The former frigate Adelaide has fought its last battle. This morning it was sent to the bottom of the ocean off Avoca on the New South Wales Central Coast. The scuttling of the hulk ended a 2-year running battle over the ship's final resting place as a dive wreck. Many locals were in favour, others thought it was still a danger to marine life. Let's go now to reporter Bridget Glanville, who's at Avoca on the New South Wales Central Coast. Bridget, a lot of build-up and some last-minute frolicking has been adding to the drama about the former frigate's final resting place.
Absolutely, Nicole. This was supposed to happen at 10:30 this morning, and it happened about 10 minutes ago, all because of a pod of dolphins which were in the exclusion zone. The pod of dolphins, we're told, were feeding, and so they had to wait for the pod of dolphins to be herded out of the exclusion zone. At one stage, they were right on the edge of the exclusion zone, and then they came back in. They went behind the ship on the other side. And eventually it did happen, and of course we weren't given much warning, but it happened just before midday here. Ex-HMAS Adelaide was scuttled.
And Bridget, we're seeing some pictures now of the moment when the ship was scuttled. Of course, this is an issue that did divide the community. How are locals responding now? Are they still split about this idea of having a shipwreck offshore?
Yeah, look, Nicole, they are split, but interestingly about the ship, as you mentioned, you're watching some pictures of it being scuttled. There was a number of fireworks. I think everyone was quite surprised how bright the fireworks were. What actually happened, Nicole, when the ship sunk, a large hole was cut into the bottom. So simply it filled up with water, the ship was inundated, and then it simply sank. There were a number of holes right throughout the morning, in fact. They were still cutting holes into the ship so it would sink, and then this will obviously be used by a dive site. There's a number of things that ex-HMAS Adelaide will provide scuba divers. It's going to be a very large wreck with internal access over a number of levels. They'll be able to see the bridge, including the captain's chair and console from where the ship was removed, the chart table near the bridge, the helicopter hangars, of course the operations room, the combat information centre they'll be able to drive through, the crew's cafeteria where most of the crew took their meals. There of course be a limited number of bunks and amenities, and the junior female crew bathroom, and there's even a mural that's still on the wall that has been sunk with it. And of course, gathered here today, Nicole, at North Avoca, there's been thousands of people. Although it is a Wednesday, it is school holiday, so they've all come down to see quite an historic event. It's the sixth former military ship which has been sunk off any coastline in Australia, and I spoke to some of those locals earlier this morning.
I think it's a great idea. It'll bring tourism into the area and help the businesses out, bring a lot of people wanting to stay in the area overnight and do a bit of diving and that. I think it's a fantastic idea.
We think it's really exciting. It's part of history. I live at North Avoca and I've always been for it.
And your kids have come down here today. You excited about it?
Yes.
Would you like to go out and dive when you're older?
Yes.
So you'll be here, you're not moving from this position?
No, Sue, I served on it in 1990.
And briefly, Bridget, the big question is, when will the diving begin?
Well, that's expected within a week. In fact, Nicole, when the ex-HMAS Brisbane was scuttled off the Queensland coast, within a week there was algae. Within 2 weeks there were dolphins. The third week there were barnacles. And in the fourth week there was squid. So there's going to be plenty to see within a month of ex-HMAS Adelaide.
Bridget Glanville on the New South Wales Central Coast, thank you.
Thank you.